Okay, I think I figured out what was going wrong. I was moving the videos I had to the trash and thinking that was as good as deleting them. But then I was playing around with my phone and I figured out I actually have to go into the trash and then delete them from there. And then now I can record more video. So um, it says may cause camera slow. Hopefully it works. So uh, I was watching Sportsnet highlights while I waited for the upload and because I thought that's what the problem was. So I'm gonna watch these back, and I'm gonna point out to how they're different than the NHL highlights on the Sportsnet. Uh, it is the glitch is there, and it's super obvious, but I can't slow it down to show you like I did on my phone. So I'm gonna have to show you and then go back to my phone video and show you again just to show you that it's there is something going on because it's very unique. And also the whole referee thing, I was right. They in the NHL version they edit the referee no call when the announcers say, "Oh, that was yeah, that was definitely a quick one." It's on the second goal, not the first one. In the Sportsnet one, it says it says that in the Sportsnet version, the referee on the second call of no goal, when he's announcing no goal, they say, "Yeah, that was quick, obvious." So I'll pause it down and slow it. So I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start the Sportsnet version, and actually, I just want to go back to show you something else too that I thought was weird. So I came. Oh, sorry. Let me. I'm just gonna pause it. I'm gonna get a holder so I don't have to hold my phone with my hand. So again, when I was trying to kill time, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll watch a bit of the Buffalo Tampa game. And then I got to here and I saw highlights and I was like, oh shit, I'll check the Sportsnet feed highlights versus the NHL to see what's different. And so I go to look for Edmonton and I'm like, okay, no, 8 hours ago, that was the last game, San Jose, Nashville. To the far left, you can see. So I go, where's the Edmonton? No, 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 no. 1 day ago, Calgary, Arizona. Okay, that doesn't make sense. 1 day ago, Dallas. Okay, hang on. Uh, 11 hours ago, Buffalo and Tampa, right? Anaheim and Washington. That was the 7 o'clock game. No Edmonton. 11 Detroit, New York. 11 hours. 11 hours. 11 hours. 1 day. Like I said, it's if you're not an Edmonton fan and you wouldn't even know that Edmonton played last night according to Sportsnet. That's how funky they're doing whatever they're doing, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. I'll give up on the highlights. It's just more confirmation that something's going on. So I go down to see the replay. I don't know why my camera is going out, so please bear with me. So I go down to see the replay, and I go Edmonton. So I go, oh, okay, let me see if they have the replay on the Edmonton. So I go to see the Edmonton. I go down. I go, yes, they have the Edmonton. Great. For some reason, it says I'm not subscribed, but I am. So I can definitely get these. Let me just see. Okay, I'm not going to sign in because I don't want people to know my password, but uh, I can watch the highlights, which is what I really want to see. And then I'll sign in and we'll watch the game from here. So the highlights, 5 minutes, 5 minutes of highlights, 10 minutes of highlights. So I'm like, let me give me the highlights. I'm like, they do have them. Let me see this. So let's see this. So let's just go to the third period where it's the most interesting, where the penalty, where the penalties are, and the no calls, and the two goals with glitches, and we'll see the difference between the NHL, what the NHL is showing you, and what the and what they show on here, and then what I caught live. So just bear with me. All right, so 6 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna watch it, and then if my camera shuts off again, the audio should still work. Nope. Okay, right here. Again, live, when I saw it live, there's a glitch, and the guy scores, and I go, he says right before. Hang on. He says right before it goes in, uh-oh, like he knows it's going in. Okay, they edited it out in this one. He didn't say that in this one. In the NHL one, and on the live footage I have, they say the announcer says something. In this one, they didn't even show it. They just edited out the glitch and the comment. I didn't watch that before. I started at the 6 minutes before, so this is new. If the camera shuts down, I'll pause it and then bring it back up. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It might be because I'm uploading a video. So, I mean, this is just like another cherry on the top of like what's going on.
Giving up 6 goals on 29 shots in his second start in the last month. Smith, a 5-year pro, undrafted goaltender at the University of New Hampshire, is in. They'll look, saucer it back to Tyson Barrett.
It's like, that was, why did they show that footage? Whatever he said was important for some reason for other people that are listening. It's like Fox News and CNN News, I think, maybe like Sportsnet and NHL, in the sense that they show one and one shows the other, and they're trying to like say like, well, I don't give a fuck about the other guys, what they show. We're going to show this, and the other guys are going to show that. And like sometimes there's just information, like he just spoke, but there was no significant play to make a highlight out of. So why are they just showing that talk and then cutting to this?
So we'll finish this well. So shot to save to Smith, and as he pounces, they'll replace Orings.
Okay, sorry, just went in. Video. I'm not sure why it's doing this, but it is recording, so whatever. So replay or restart. So the next two things is going to be, the next thing is going to be a disallowed goal from Malcolm, where in the NHL version, for some reason they have the announcer, they edit the announcer to say that was quick, but when you watch both, you'll see that in the Sportsnet he doesn't say anything about that was quick on this goal being disallowed. It's the next goal that the NHL adds it, or it's the NHL. This is going to be a goal. It's like they know, but they're not. That's why the NHL didn't show that one. No goal, right? Now, no goal, no mention of that was quick. But on the NHL website, they edit their video to show, for the soundbite for the announcer to say that was quick on this. And it's like, I don't understand what they're trying to pull or who they're trying to fool, but it's like clearly they're doing something. A dish by O'Connor looking for Kapanen. Okay. Now on this one, it's clear. It's an obvious no goal. The stick is well above the crossbar over like the goalie's shoulders, basically, or like higher than the goalie's shoulders. So it shouldn't take that long, and it takes when I have the actual footage that I will put at the end of this video. So annoying. That I'll put at the end of this footage. Just listen to the announcers and.
That's real doubts. Oh, really? Okay, I saw the opposite. Oh, really? Yeah. I thought he was like, yeah, no problem. No, I don't know.
That's pretty high.
I think this is fine.
Yeah, no, it's obvious.
It's
It's amazingly quick. Amazingly quick. Wait till you see the footage that I have, how long it takes. Okay, now this is the big goal where the glitch happens right before he scores. Look at the backboards behind the net. Don't look at McDavid, look at the backboards behind the net. You'll see that they insert a different, in my opinion, they insert a different timeline. It's like two parallel realities that are running so close that for some reason they take a clip from one reality and stick it into this reality to like make the reality full. That's my opinion. It's like they have a reality with like 10 seconds or maybe 10 seconds missing or something. In this case it's a second, but let's just say there's two parallel realities. One has a straight line from year 1 to year 200, and then there's another reality where it's year 1 to like whatever now, and then like a few seconds or a minute or who knows how long, and then continue or nothing. I don't know, but it'll be more clear when I show you my original footage I caught when I saw this live and went glitch in the game, and I broke it down on my phone. You can actually see it's like when I was looking at these boards, they look they don't look electronic, they look painted. Like you can see the scuff marks. You can't see it, but if you're looking at the TV and you're looking where the blue is, if you can see just above the blue F, you can see like a scuff mark. It's hard to see. It's hard to see, but you can see. So I was like, kind of looks really weird. So it makes it even more confusing when you see what you're about to see, how fast they switch. Think of a kid in a bedroom flicking the light switch on and off. That's how fast they insert this little clip to make it a seamless, to make it a passable straight timeline, or in my opinion.
And here it is. Connor McDavid, 1 for 5.
Look at the backboards behind the net.
He'll challenge Casey DeSmith. Leisurely in. Snapped it home. Froze to Smith.
See, I can't stop it in enough time. But what you're gonna see when he scores, in the NHL version, you only see this version. You only see this version. But the thing that is confusing to me is when you see it here, you'll see a flash like a light, like a camera, right? But when you watch, if you go back a few seconds, you'll see that there's no flash when he scores. Just the backboards flash. And when I show you the original footage, you'll see that there's a different lettering on the backboard for a split second, and then it goes back to the original lettering. I'm not sure why or how. It's just a fact. Just if you just bear with me till the end of this video, you'll see what I'm talking about.
He's feeling it tonight. There's no question. He's feeling it tonight. There's no.
Okay, see right. There's a flash right there, flash. You don't see that flash. You see the flash there? The boards look even different. I just noticed that the boards look completely different. I'm gonna watch it. The letterings are Velvlair and then LEV something, and then it switches, right? Don't flash. Now there's a flash here, and there was no flash before. Now when you see this goal, oh fuck, sorry. Now right there, when you look, he scores. Look at the backboards. The backboards are PMC changing. Now I am aware that it could be digital advertising. That I'm aware of that. But again, when I show you how fast they switch the digital advertising, I don't know if they're trying to mess with Connor McDavid on a breakaway and it doesn't work, or if it's something more sinister or more interesting, like people adjusting timelines. I don't know.
In fact, he was going to shoot right there, and then the quick move to the backhand brings it back to the full. Rose will be on Saturday afternoon, late morning.
Okay, now I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna set it up for the third period, because I'm gonna continue with the third period. I'm gonna have to pause it, but before I pause it, I want to show you how what I was talking about, the backboards. Just give me a sec here. Okay, my first video that I put up. Okay, I think this is the best video I have of quick glitches to catch your attention. Okay, give me one. I'm gonna pause it and try and get this real life glitch. Okay, I think this is the best video I have of quick glitches to catch your attention. There you go. Then I say, there you go. Then I say, real life glitch, and then like I'm listening to the commercial as I stop the video. Let's see if we can catch any more. There's one I think too. Okay, I think this one, when I watched it live, I watched the game live and I thought, yep, there's one. And then it wasn't until I went back to this video and looked at it in slow-mo, it was like a trick. It's almost like, I explained in more videos, that it's kind of like sometimes they trick you or fake you out. And this is like a really good fake out, one of the best ones. Okay, so you're coming right here, and just as he's about to score, I'm thinking that the screen's going to flash or something. And now if you look at the lettering behind the net, the digital boards are going to change. See right there, the play's right here. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm waiting for a flash. I'm just going to pause it now till it gets to the part
sometimes
that
a flash comes and then the goal is that quick.
It's 5 minutes
boom, boom.
or not. So
in this case,
but you get the idea.
When I'm watching
they do
the flash of the board switch, and then the puck's in the net right there. It's that quick. And if you're not if you look at the first one, the McDavid one, like, and then this one
inserting
in live, it's hard to tell the difference. So I think this is like a fake.
There's other glitches where there's no board involved.
I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to go back
and unpause it when it gets
and play the first 12 seconds so you see both.
McDavid breakaway goal that I want to show.
More. Okay. There's one I think too.
It's at the 218 mark where I see it.
Now you see the difference in this one? This is like an anomaly on the screen.
It's like insert a timeline. Boom. Insert the timeline. Boom. Back. We need that other timeline for the goal where he scores.
It happens so fast. It's a board again. But why would the board switch like that? It happened so fast that I thought it was you'll see some of the other glitches I've got. I've got 3 hours of footage tonight. There you go. Then I say real life glitch, and then like I'm listening to the commercial as I stop the video. Let's see if we can catch any more. There's one I think too.
See, yeah, it's not working. It's like every time I try and find something, it always backfires. It's always difficult for me to prove what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna have to go back to filming on my tablet. Unfortunately, I'm sorry guys. I thought I could. I set up this situation so I could put it in front of the TV and do it, but It's, for some reason, oh, is it working? Okay, I'm gonna pause and enter my stuff, and then it should work hopefully. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip to the two non-calls, the two non-goals, and give you the whole footage of the audio and what's going on, and the weirdness that I captured that is gonna be probably on I'm assuming it's gonna be still on this footage because they're not editing the goals. So I'll pause it and then I'll bring you back when it's closer to the third. Okay, so there's an interesting interview coming up in the commercial break or in the intermission that I totally forgot about until I just saw when I was skipping forward like this. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I need to show this too. I was thinking just the two refs, no calls I had to show, but there is some I forgot there is some interesting conversation considering I'm thinking when I'm sitting here thinking. So when I'm sitting here thinking they're changing the timeline. There's a future. There's future. It's is it because we need to get to a better timeline? Are they doing it because of that? Are they just fucking around because they're bored? Is it a game within a game? I don't understand. I'm not sure what exactly is going on. Only that something is going on. And so fucking super annoying with this video. So lose my train of thought. So what I'm saying is, I'm thinking it has to be to do with timelines and future and time travelers and shit like that. And are they doing it for money? Are they doing it for prop bets? Are they doing it what are they up to? I'm not sure how they're controlling this, or if it's just a simulation and random AI. Okay, my dad's coming. I don't want him to hear me right now, so I'm just gonna pause it. Okay, I'm back. That was interesting with my dad. It's just a side effect of my schizophrenia. It's when I start showing stuff off, it's the universe tries to prevent me, and it gives me an interaction, so I forget what I'm doing. But I have this all paused, so if I remember correctly, we're going right to an interview where the girl mentions. At this point, I'm thinking after I see the glitches, I'm thinking they're altering the timeline and our future, and it's just interesting that she starts saying. It's just interesting that she says future twice in an interesting way, and she does this thing that I recently learned about fake news, and they call it duping delight. Duping delight, where she's lying to the public and laughing because she's getting away with lying to the public. That's their theory, and I was like, when I saw that after the first time I saw a fake news for a school shooting like that, I was like, it could have been just a person getting nervous and laughing at the wrong time because of nerves. But then I kept watching more videos of this guy's content, and it was just it just became a theme, and I was like, okay, once, twice, three, after 4 or 5 times, I was like, okay, there's something going on. And then so I just see it here, and then you add it on to the fact she says future. I'll when I see it, it'll come to me. There's another interview after one of the games that's even weirder. I'm sure we'll see it though.
Very comfortable 6-1 lead for the Oilers through 2 periods of play.
I wonder. I'm gonna try backing it up. She's doing something weird. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna start over when it comes up, so you don't have to. Okay, so I didn't notice it at first until for a second, but I used to think when people used to lean on stuff, or they were channeling something, or controlling people or staring at people when they talk, they usually have these weird body gestures, uncomfortable. But she could just be leaning because she has nothing better to do. But to me, I used to see people in these weird positions quite a bit when this stuff was going on, and so it just kind of triggered me. So maybe disregard that. But if you find you agree, her body stance and her I won't stop it again. I'll just let it play through.
A very comfortable 6-1 lead for the Oilers through 2 periods of play. Luke and Carolyn back with you. Look at this.
Like she's
Through 2
not
periods
leaning
of play,
anymore.
We've got Connor McDavid.
Now she's
with a
back
new
leaning.
Career high in goals. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He's tied his career high with 28, but you're focusing on the man who has one on the season.
Devin Shore, my guy. We talked about him before the game. I was talking with my producer, Dan. He had the jacket, Devin Shore had the jacket last game with the bloody nose. And, you know, he just has put a really good string of games together here. And you're talking about a guy, I've been in this position before. You're talking about a guy that's been up and down. He's played with Bakersfield. He's been in and out of the lineup, but still brings that same character and energy to the rink every day. And you can't ask much more for guys in this position. Sometimes you get a little down on yourself. You start feeling sorry for yourself. That's not Devin Shore.
Oh man, sitting down on the job, and sure enough, I guess I'm gonna have to stand.
He's had a great game here tonight, and you can see just the elation on his face. And there he is with the, it's not a jacket, I guess it's a vest.
I'm just trying to see if they're gonna give any. When I watch this, I was just like watching in case like they were gonna give any verbal hints to what's going on and how I'm thinking, like the thoughts I have. Sometimes they interact. It's like when schizophrenia people say the TV's talking to them. It's like I'm thinking futures and stuff like that of big time and like timelines and like adjusting our future timelines and stuff.
You get the backstory on that, but just a great gritty player for the Oil right now. Congrats on number one, and hey, congrats to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 600 points. What a guy, what a career.
No kidding. Okay, really busy night in the NHL, so let's take you through some highlights, especially since a lot have playoff implications because the Oilers are chasing the Kings, they're chasing the Kraken, the Vegas Golden Knights. Here are the Kings against the Devils. Victor Arvidsson, 2-0 LA.
Yeah, little rebound, but we're all scoreboard watching now around this time of the year in the Pacific.
Thomas Tatar gets the Devils within 1, and that's where we stand through 2 periods of play. Phoenix Copley, the best name in hockey. Canucks Blues.
I think there was a bit of a glitch as he crossed the blue line. I'm not going to rewind. If you want to rewind and see, I think just as he crossed the blue line, he goes blurry-ish.
So here's Tyler Myers. He throws it on net, goes right to JT Miller, deflects to him, but Connor Garland is right there, and it's reviewed for goalie interference, no goal.
Yeah, a lengthy.
And then there was a delayed penalty, though.
They said a lengthy one. Interesting. Maybe we'll check that out just for shits and giggles.
Shevchenko scores.
St. Louis. I'll write that down. St. Louis. Vancouver. No goal.
Wild Blue Jackets. Brandon Duhaime. 6th of the year.
Another game Oilers fans will be watching closely.
If they make a point of saying something, it might be worth checking out. Fuck.
5 minutes
You didn't miss
later,
anything.
Jake Middleton, 2, Kirill Kaprizov. Come on. 34th of the year.
Not the score that some of the Oilers fans want to see, but
I have no idea why technology is screwing up. It's like this never happens until I'm trying to do shit. It's so fucking annoying.
And trying to help the Caps. We've lost 5 in a row. That's Nick Jensen. 2nd goal of the season.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause it till she says the future thing. I thought it was gonna be quick.
Whatever you make.
Okay, so I
however you
watched
make it.
the whole intermission and I skimmed through a bit, but they cut out the 2 times that girl mentioned futures in that interview with that guy. So that girl that I thought was acting a little weird and being kind of controlling, like she might be in on it. And that's the impression I got, is that she knows more than what she's letting on. But I'm 99% sure I have her recorded on my tablet, and I'm gonna go back and link that footage with what I have here and show that they edited it for some reason. So for some reason they have no problem showing the McDavid goal on the angle that the NHL didn't want to show, but they'll edit out the interview with that girl mentioning futures. So I'm just gonna pause it, and I'll bring it back when we get to the referees. Okay, I noticed something when I saw the Sportsnet highlights that they showed that they didn't show in the NHL highlights for some reason, and it was the net coming off. Now I didn't remember seeing this, but I just saw it on Sportsnet, so I'm just gonna watch it, and just because I want to see if there's anything relevant around the net being knocked off and why they would just show that clip when they do in the highlight package, because to me there's no reason to show it. It's just like sometimes they share information for some reason for people that are on a different level. I used to say different levels with different devils. And that was okay. So like, this is in the other end, right? It was the Pittsburgh goalie just made the save and whatever. So, I mean, like, I don't understand why this goalie can't just put the net back on. Like, if it came off or whatever, it's just like, just put the fucking net back on, dude. The whistle's blowing, the puck's in the other end. Like, is it that? I mean, is it really that advantageous to keep the net off and have? Anyways, I don't know.
Back in the Edmonton zone, and this is what we were just talking about, Louis, in terms of the
It's like they're trying to kill time or something for some reason, or fill something. Okay, I'm just gonna pause it to the referees. Okay, so this is the first goal that's called back. Now on the NHL, I'm just gonna. So, in the NHL, they say at the end of this highlight, they say, "Oh, that took a long time," and I'm pretty sure they don't say anything about that until the next one. And I will make a better video when I have all my video captured on YouTube, where I can just go in and edit everything where I want to. I'm just putting this is the only way I can get all the data off my phone, so then I can record a longer video. So annoying. Sorry, guys.
Oh, they're challenging for offside. So that insult to injury, they finally capitalize on a power play, get a goal in this third period. And
after
Jeremy Kupo, again, I'm sure has taken a look at this video, and if they're going to challenge for offside, they're usually pretty certain they've got it right.
They're usually pretty certain they got it right.
Change direction on Skinner, and by Nurse's reaction, I agree with you, Louis. I don't think Gensel gets there. Yeah. I misled you on that one a little bit. I thought his stick was in behind. He tipped it.
I misled you a little bit on that one. Interesting words.
He backed off at the last second, and Letang took over. They're taking a little bit of time here.
They're taking a little bit of time there. Remember that, because they say there's no time at all.
After video review, determined that the play was offside. Therefore, we have no goal. Please reset the clock to 17:43. I had that reversed. I thought it was still going to be a penalty, but here it is. They got it right.
So they say they got it right.
Now, Pugliarvi's sitting back down the box, of course.
Now I just noticed a glitch in the replay, which is rare. You don't usually see glitches in the replay. You usually see glitches in live action.
Also means that Edmonton's, I had it wrong. If they would have scored, he would have been leaving. Somebody else would have gone.
He's like, yeah, I had it wrong. Just the way that they're talking, there's confusion, and when you see the first NHL highlight at the end of this display in the NHL, they make a point of saying that was quick, like to hide the fact that it wasn't quick.
But there it is. There as this puck comes out of the zone, it's Letang. Boy, that's a close one too. It's just the tip of the toe of his skate outside the line. Look at this. It does come.
And it's like shit's getting weird when I start seeing this shit. I go, they're fucking with reality to the point, and then like it's easy to say that now because I know that there's another no goal coming, but it's like they're trying to get a goal so fucking bad. They're trying to cheat. It's like if they're not cheating, they're not trying. It's just interesting. I just saw a glitch there. Now, I won't say a word during this one because this is the one that's really interesting. And then I'll wait till it's done. I'll do my best. Super glitch right there.
Over to Letang. Crosby. Letang to Malkin. Curled back, and that line pass Lou to Letang, and now it's a race for the puck. Scampering quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it till the next no goal. And it was like, there's a glitch, and then less than a minute later, really big save or close scoring chance, right? This might be it right here. I'm just gonna let it play.
Jumping up. Zucker across. Gensel pinball back to Zucker. Gensel gave it up. Petrie. Zucker. Gensel. Not sure that wouldn't have been Edmonton's 11th shorthanded goal.
Glitch.
Denmark at St. Nurse. One-timer ripped, and that was blocked. And a painful one at that by Desharnais.
See, interesting play, glitch, big block, big power, like an injury block, not just a regular block, but like a game, maybe a point saving block. It's like they glitch to get a goal and they glitch to hurt some guy. It's like they don't care about pain. That's the other thing I noticed that used to scare me was like, I was like, am I doing this? Am I hurting people? Like, am I unintentionally hurting people by doing this, by my thoughts? Okay, I just saw like the screen went all funky there. I'm gonna pause it till the next referee. That's the thing with glitch and then a replay. You see that often. You see a lot of replays after breaks, but if there's no break and but if there's no break, but they're not cutting away to a commercial, sometimes you see a glitch and then a replay again right away. It's pretty common. Okay, I'm just gonna pause it and then let it play. Okay, within 30 seconds, they're gonna score the disallowed goal, and you're gonna see the announcer get very confused about reality and what's going on, and this is what I tend to see. It gets so confusing that even if you're there in the building, sometimes you can't figure out what's going on, even though you're watching, and you're like, no, I'm sure. It's like I get this confused in the second game of footage in the Calgary game, so I'm not getting mad at them. I just know that I'm not saying that they're doing it on purpose or they're purposely faking. You can tell that the guy is genuinely confused, just like I'll be genuinely confused when I see this stuff sometimes. It's like sometimes I think it's like when I come down and my Sportsnet's not working, I have to sign into it. It's like, what the fuck? I was in here using it before. Like, it should always log on. Once I log in once, it should always be in there. And like, it's just like it's like when I see all this shit, it's like, did I get dragged along into some new dimension or reality somewhat where I have to relog into my Sportsnet? It's just like, it just becomes a pattern where I start seeing this shit so often. I'm really going to try not to say anything after they score.
Here's a dish by O'Connor looking for Kapanen. A drive from Stenson on one off Skinner's glove and tumbled into the back of the net. It definitely tipped high though. I think it was Malkin in front. And Edmonton's claiming it might have been tipped with a high stick. He seems to think that it's okay though, the way he's celebrating. Stuart Skinner motioned right away, Jack, that it was high. I said, hey, I think that was high. I think you have a pretty good look at it. It was very close on first look. Hard to tell from this angle being so far above. But a shot from the blue line and right down into the net. Now, because it went directly in the net, it is the crossbar that's the gauge. So Carter's body language tells me he has real doubts. Oh, really? Okay, I saw the opposite. Oh, really? Yeah.
They're in two different realities. One guy thinks it's a goal, one guy thinks it's not. Glitch.
There you go. They did that quick. It's an amazingly quick. There you go, Carter. You know people. Yeah. Hey? See, I tell you, I thought he was thinking that was a good goal. I think I might have been right because he's still not happy with this.
Well, look at this up here. He's like, he looks at the official like, did you catch me? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You know, I
Only you and I can argue about one guy about
2 goals taken
from
back.
us.
But I gotta agree with the call. I think it's the right call because Jeff Carter is not a small guy. He's definitely up. I think he's even over his shoulders. when he tips this puck.
See, even I'm confused. I thought they said it was no goal,
Up above, but still.
but they're still
Watch him
looking
raise
at
the
it.
stick, look where it is. It's above his shoulders and head right there when he makes contact with that puck. At least it looks like that from that angle, but there's no question.
I'll have to rewatch it because I'm pretty sure. I know I'm talking when I said I wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna. Sorry, I thought they'd already made the call on it. My bad. Well, they announced.
Fuck, man, I gotta.
Can argue about what a guy about 2 goals miles from us is thinking. I gotta agree with the call. I think it's the right call because Jeff Carter is not a small guy and he's definitely up. I think he's even over his shoulders when he tips this puck. Now again, you have to understand this camera angle is up above, but still, watch him raise this stick. Look where it is. It's above his shoulders and head right there when he makes contact with that puck. At least it looks like that from that angle, but there's no question it was above the crossbar. That was very quick. Oh, wait a second. They're still looking at it. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna. Sorry, I thought they'd already made the call on it. My bad. Well,
Fuck's sakes, man.
so that was the live call at game speed. Instead of calling it a goal, they called it no goal on the ice. So now.
I have to rewind it again because I noticed the video stopped. I'm gonna make a new video. I'm gonna make a new video that edits. So if you watch this and there's no title or nothing, just hang on because there's gonna be a better video coming.
That was very quick. Oh, wait a second. They're still reviewing at it. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna. Sorry, I thought they'd already made the call on it. My bad. Well, they announced it. So that was the live call at game speed. Instead of calling it a goal, they called it no goal on the ice. So now, I got a little ahead of myself there. I thought they were already coming back from going to take a look at it and saying no goal, but they are looking at it. But what that means is now they need clear visual evidence to overturn their call on the ice. I think we saw it. On the ice is confirmed. We have no goal. There you go. Hey, I got one right. Hey, twice. Well, you got 2 out of 3 because I think Carter knew he was guilty. That's the one you and I disagree on. We'll ask him after the game. Yeah, we'll hey, Jeff, did you think that was a goal? And you know what? In the heat of the moment and how fast that puck's coming, sometimes you just think your stick isn't as high as it was. So I don't think that's a player saying, I don't agree with the call. In your mind, you really think you did the right thing and you think it was loaded. But I think it clearly showed. It doesn't always show that it's clear. And because the call was no goal, it would have been even that much more difficult to override. Blast by
Glitch.
was blocked by Rock.
Okay, so even I remembered it different. I'm gonna have to watch it with the footage that I watched live because it's possible that they could have like edited it kind of differently than what I think, because my initial reaction was that I remember the guy thinking that it was an actual goal. So I don't know. From what I understand now, it seems like watching again, it seems like it was called a no goal on the ice, and then they said no goal, and it confused people that it confused people when they said that, and then they went back and looked at it. When the referee first says it's no goal, the announcer thinks that the play is done and he starts talking. But I'm sure in the original footage that I have that they mentioned like that it is a good goal, and then they get cut off a couple times for saying something, and then it becomes obvious that it's not a good goal, and then at the end they say just like that it was quick. It didn't take any time. It wasn't don't worry about it. It wasn't a big deal. But when you watch this, they talk about it quite in depth. But when you hear them edit it on the Sportsnet, I'm pretty sure they say it's very it was very quick and didn't take any time at all. So I'm not sure. It's very confusing because when you watch the NHL version, they say on the very first no goal, they say it was very quick. So I'm just going to pause it. And I think there's a possibility that conversation with that girl and that guy where they were talking about the futures, it might be post game. So I'm gonna watch the post game interview, and if it comes up, I'll put it there, and then I'll just for one last time I'll go back to the exact moments where in the NHL where they talk about the referees, and just to show you in the NHL, they edited it for the second one. Okay, I'm gonna make this a lot better eventually. Pause. Okay, I was just gonna show you, but of course it didn't work. Nothing. I didn't get any of the post game interviews or post game footage on the replay, but I should have it on my laptop. So I'm gonna try and wrap this video up in the next 10 minutes because I'd like it to be under an hour, but I'm just gonna show clip of the actual referee talking on the. Anyways, stand by. So this is the edited. This is the edited version for Sportsnet.
Change direction on Skinner, and by Nurse's reaction, I agree with you, Louis. I don't think Gensel gets there. So let's see what the call is.
This is going to be a goal.
After video review, determined that the play was offside. Therefore, we have no goal. Please reset the clock to 17:43.
Okay, so when I see this one, this is more like how I remember it, where the guy's like, "This is going to be a goal." We don't need to see the video again. The audio is what's important there. So he says, the announcer goes, "This is going to be a goal," like he's confident, and then he's like, "No goal," and he's like, "Oh." When I watched the game live just a second ago, it didn't seem like it did that on the first goal. I would have remembered that. I think I remember it differently live. So pause. Okay, if I hear something different.
Oh, really? Okay, I saw the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I thought he was like, yeah, no problem.
No, I don't
That's
know.
pretty. He's a tall guy himself. I think this is.
We have
fine.
no goal on the
Yeah,
ice due
yeah.
to a high stick.
There you go. They did that quick. It's an amazingly quick. There you go, Carter.
See that? Yeah, they did that quick. Amazingly quick. Huh? They just, in the game footage, they just talked for a minute after the face-off drop. Very confusing. Now, let's go to the NHL version. Okay. If I have to sign into YouTube, I'll be so annoyed. Okay. NHL recent, because I just did it. NHL. Predators and Sharks. Okay, like you can see the red line. I watched it when I was waiting for the. This fucking phone is driving me fucking nuts tonight. But it's so fucking frustrating because when I start seeing these glitches, everything starts acting up around me.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record.
What the fuck is this? As I'm talking about glitches? As I'm talking about glitches? Did I hear a phone call come in? Did anything come in? Just another fucking 4919. We're gonna write that down too. It's like it. I'm not saying it doesn't want me to show these glitches, because if they didn't want to show, they would edit it differently on TV. But the live games are much different than what they edit on the. Okay, so this is the McDavid goal that they're going to show. We don't need to see that. We need to see the highlights. So if I remember correctly, I gotta rewind. Okay, let's go back to the first one though, because in the first one, they're gonna say, this took so long, or this didn't take very long at all, which is so bizarre because it was the second goal.
Happening. Camped away. Rolling with it. So that's the flat. Had that feeling.
Now my system is glitching up again. I'm just gonna pause it until I get it set up for the start of the. I'm just gonna pause it and get it set up for the start of the second no goal.
From that camera view.
Yeah, I can't rewind. Okay, so now this is the first goal for the NHL Network, and they edit it differently than the Sportsnet. I'm assuming they don't think people are going to watch both, so they can get away with stuff, or it's just like fake news, like they're just, it's just like an arm.
Evidence requested a coach's challenge for offside.
So they are going to challenge it. Tough to see through the skate there on that particular angle. My guess is it's across, but from that camera view.
After video review, it was determined that the play was offside. Therefore, we have no goal.
That was a
Please
quick
reset
one.
the clock to 17:43.
Had that feeling. It was really fast.
Okay, so clearly weird because they're saying that was a quick one, really fast. They're saying that was a quick one, really fast, right? So we know just from watching the other ones that that's not the case. The first one was, I mean, technically the first one was pretty fast. If I remember, there wasn't too much confusion. Let's see what they say, if there's anything I noticed about the second one.
Connor got a bust in, goes to Kapanen, camped away.
And of course, now I can't fast forward. I was just fast forwarding, right? It's like I'm getting blocked. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like I'm getting blocked by artificial intelligence or the simulation or by trying to prove something that I'm not crazy. It's like I know what's it's like it worked that time, but it was not working. And let's see if I can go back.
There's a high stick on the puck. I think the idea is you see where the goalie's. That's awfully tough for me to.
I swear this is almost done, but I have.
On the ice due to a high stick.
There's a high stick on the puck. I think the idea is you see where the goalie's still on his Skinner.
That's a loose cross.
High.
We have no goal on the ice.
That'll be interesting to me from where I was. If it was over the crossbar, how they will beat this. They're gonna look at it. That's awfully tough for me to. It looked to me high.
We have no goal on the ice due to a high stick.
There's a high stick on the puck. I think the idea is you see where the goalie's still on his Skinner.
So that's all I got from the footage and the highlights. I'm gonna go back to my original tablet and watch the referees till the intermission where I think maybe I have that interview with that girl saying stuff about the future, and we'll see what happens. But this game's almost done for me. Okay, I guess that's all the weird stuff I had for the Edmonton game. I might be misremembering the interview with the girl and that guy as a different interview, maybe at the end of the Calgary game before I switch to the San Jose game. So that's a possibility where the futures and stuff, because I originally thought it was in between the Edmonton and when I watched Calgary. I thought I lingered after the Edmonton game and before I switched. But I'm thinking once that Edmonton game was near the end, I think with 3 minutes left, I think I just switched to the Calgary, figuring I've caught enough of the Edmonton, nothing else interesting is going to happen, the game is over. But it doesn't change the fact that the McDavid goal with the behind the boards, the goal where Nugent Hopkins scores, where there's a flash, and then they edit that out, and then there's a flash on the McDavid goal that there isn't a flash before. So those things happen, and then the confusion with the referee situation, or not the referee, with the announcers, and they are confused, and then they edited it all out differently for whatever reason. They put the edit on the first goal and then on the second goal. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm confused because when I remember watching what I had recorded, which I don't have recorded now, or correction, I still have it recorded, but when I watched the recording, the confusion is there, but I clearly remember them thinking that the high sticking was a goal, but I could be mistaken. So I was confused, they were confused. I get confused when my technology starts acting up and I'm trying to film and everything's acting up. Like you saw the YouTube not wanting to fast forward. You saw my phone dropping out of camera mode for some reason. Maybe it's just technical stuff that I don't know, but it just seems like when I'm trying to prove something and show that I'm seeing these anomalies that are getting edited out on the highlight reels for each of these, for the NHL anyways. The Sportsnet highlight reel didn't edit out, but they clearly hid the highlight reel. You had to search for the actual Edmonton page, and then you got that highlight reel. Before that, you didn't get the game for the. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the Edmonton. I'm gonna move on to the Calgary game, which is actually just as exciting.